All right, welcome to the Blunt Lab. I'm Al. Here's Marcus, and we are welcoming Rick and Sean. What's going on, fellas?
Going on?
What's up, boys?
Every day is not exactly the same.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. We had a lot of fun doing the slasher and Halloween episodes. Appreciate everybody watching.
Yeah, man.
We also got merch available, so please feel free to purchase.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen, we're just going to jump right to it. Yeah, this little video for today on TikTok. We'll have the wife play the first one.
Do you drink water out the bottle? You're going to want to watch this.
I know I drink water out of the bottle.
Now, this is a British brand water bottle called Buxton. But this is an all water bottle. Do you really think they're just going to single out Buxton water bottle? I want you to watch this video. Pay attention. Watch the video to the end. If you're drinking water bottles, okay, you thinking that it is good for you, not just the plastic that they put the water in is bad for you, but look out, look what's in the water. Check this out.
He'll explain what that piece of equipment in the water is in a minute.
You see how dark it's getting? What do you think that is? What do you think that is?
Oh, are you asking me?
I know, he'll explain it in a second.
Well, I was hoping it was water, but I think I'm wrong now.
Don't worry, just watch this.
Is he yelling at me? I feel like he's yelling.
Look at that. Look how dark it has gotten. That is what you call an electrolyzer. What it does is it uses electricity to split the water particles. So it's splitting hydrogen from oxygen, and in the meantime, it's finding nanoparticles in it. It's finding nanites in it.
Nanites?
Graphene oxide. This is in your water bottle. Share this video to anybody that drinks water out the plastic, and let's get this shit.
Gotta tell you, that's gross. Now, with some of these bottled water companies, for example, Dasani and Aquafina, they're just basically selling you filtered tap water. If they even
tap water. That's Pepsi and Coke's tap water companies you just mentioned.
Now, the plastic, anything that comes in plastic is bad for you. Most of these places that are selling water, they keep the water out in the sun. If you don't know anything about that, if you leave any fluid that's bottled up in plastic directly in the sunlight, the sun separates. I forget what the thing is, but it releases cancer particles into the fluid.
It's BPE. It's called BPE.
You ingest that.
What you're talking about. Yeah.
So all that shit, all that bottled water shit, not all of them, you should look it up. There's a guy on TikTok that's like really, he's like a sommelier, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, the water. His voice is a little annoying, but he'll kind of break it down for you, like which water's good, which water's bad. But just look out, pay attention. Go on and roll the next one, babe. This one here, I wanted to ask you guys. Like,
as Sean takes a sip of his plastic bottle of water.
Hey, I got mine sitting right here too. Like we're all guilty.
Felt personally attacked. I was like, is that my brand?
I only drink alcohol on the weekends. It's cleaner.
So you see this? I've seen a ton of videos like this. I've seen one with Jalen Rose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This one's wild though. Is this one with 2 Chainz?
What's his name? MK something. All these motherfuckers got these names.
There's one with Shaq, one with 2 Chainz. There's a few.
The one with 2 Chainz
out there.
There's one with Jalen Rose.
I'm definitely a believer that MK Ultra is still definitely being used. I mean, and actually they can get it to us now, to us here at home. Like they don't even have to get you into a laboratory like it was back then. They can do it literally right through your television set and your cell phone and your computer.
Well, look,
have you seen these videos?
MK Ultra when they said they were going to stop MK Ultra. We know that it went on longer than they said that it was going to go on. Like that's statistically proven. So when did it stop? Did it?
I doubt it.
Yep, they just got
And
better
have you
at
seen
it.
these videos, Marcus?
Yeah, I've seen a few of those kind of videos. I mean, shit's crazy, man.
Now, I guess my question is, like, do you guys believe them?
Believe is a strong word for me because I don't necessarily commit to anything anymore. As I've said to you guys a few times, like I used to like just dive straight into theories like this, that's like head on. Now I'm a little more apprehensive because I know they give us a lot of false information. I truly do believe that the majority of the people that have an influential role to us in terms of celebrities, sports, et cetera, a majority of them are definitely either some sort of bot, like an AI controlled bot or clone, or MK Ultra is in a situation there where we're programmed. You know what I mean?
What about you, Marcus?
I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of videos out there about a lot of different athletes, celebrities. And I mean, the MK Ultra thing, I thought that was like a confirmed thing that they were using at one point. It's to Sean's point that they ever stop using it. So, I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy. It's wild.
I don't know what to think of these
it looks
videos.
like people like glitch out at times, you know?
Yeah.
There's like a Britney Spears video where she's doing an interview. It's like she is like rebooted or something. It's the weirdest shit, man. Like,
There was one with Katy Perry.
I don't know.
There was one with Katy Perry.
Yeah,
where
the
her
Katy
eye
Perry
was,
one is
and
wild.
then she like
Doing the twitching.
touches the side of her temple,
Yeah.
and then she resets.
man.
And like,
Hillary,
Yeah, there was a couple of Hillary during the.
Yeah.
Hillary did that thing where her eyes roll back and kind of like resets and then giggles, and it's like completely out of the moment. Like it's really weird.
Yeah. That makes you wonder, man, like, is that, like Rick was saying, is it like a clone thing? Is it like a mind control thing? Is it, I don't know. But there's definitely something to it.
I mean, you've been to Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz Pizza before, right?
Yeah.
Even Disney World, like how those animatronics are.
Yeah,
that's how I
a
view
good
a lot
point.
of this shit. Like where that's what it pretty much is for us. Like there's you know, it's been said that have you ever seen Biden in person? And the entire time that he's been in office, they pretty much like fenced off DC, and everything he does is basically from a video studio, you know, downstairs. Like have you actually seen Biden? Like this motherfucker may just be all on TV. Like they, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
which gets me, because my thing is this: if you're gonna go as far as to, you know, not to go too deep into the cloning thing, which we will do in the future, we're gonna go as far as to clone Damar Hamlin, clone The Rock, Dave Chappelle, Kanye West, Bernie Mac. Now, apparently, a lot of these folks didn't want to play ball. Bernie Mac in particular didn't like how clones are being treated, according to, what was that guy's name that you mentioned? Cappy? Is it Isaac? The one
Isaac Cappy.
Oh yeah, Isaac Cappy.
Isaac Cappy goes into this. He was like, yeah, you know, Bernie Mac didn't agree with how things are being done with the clones and was going to speak out and blah, blah, blah. The next thing you know, he has a brain aneurysm. Damar Hamlin. We all witnessed this dude die on the field. Die.
yeah, they didn't want to claim that death is what that was about with the NFL.
Then you
it's not
have
like
a
they needed
shadowy.
him.
Then a couple weeks later, you got a shadowy figure popping up. They don't want to zoom in on his face, but yet he's attending games. He's attending practice.
Hamlin was seen in an enclosed suite, but at one point, he was even up on the big screen, seen through.
Then,
and they wanted you to know that he was attending games in practice too. It was a big deal that he was there and he was everywhere.
Alibi.
He was
It was an alibi to
you-
say he didn't die on an NFL game.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at old pictures where he has, you know, no tattoos or some tattoos or a mole, and then you look at the new Damar, none of these things exist. You mean to tell me you're not gonna clone Biden? Why are you hiding? I'm pretty sure you got the bread to.
And there's pictures out there where there's like people have superimposed, 5, 6 different pictures of him with different hairlines, with different earlobes, things that are immutable, things that do not change.
Oh, Jamie
And
Foxx
there's
is
like
another
5
one
or
that's been
6 different
cloned. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx is another one that's
look
been
at it like
cloned.
this though. Look at all the people that you assume they're all platformed. I mean, like maybe there's other people that we don't hear about because they're way down the chain, whatever. But all these people that you think about, and all these people that are bugging out with the eye twitches and kind of resetting and stuff, like they're platforms, man. And like they have these positions of influence.
The position of influence is 100% what it's all about. The easiest way to control society is to control what they like. So as soon as you know what we like, it's really easy to hack or tap into that to influence us, because we all react to influence over dictation way better, you know?
Oh, certainly.
Well, look at it like this. Like we talked about on a previous show, we talked about with, Taylor and Kelce and talking about like the influence and everything. And it's like, look, man, you have to understand how much impact and how much influence Taylor Swift has over America, over the world at this point. There's not a single female, well, I mean, even males, Al.
There were 6 or 7 year old girls who now know
impressionable ages.
Who now know who Travis Kelce is because of Taylor Swift.
Absolutely.
Tony, that's what it's all about.
To get out, all they need to do is have her kind of propaganda a message, and you will have the entire youth of today feeling that same way. That's all you have to do is put it in Taylor Swift's vocabulary. So, I mean, there's a lot of influence on those things.
Totally agree. Now, we will discuss this a little bit deeper in another episode, but going back to the Travis Kelce and Taylor thing, they're getting so much
publicity,
attention, and publicity. I mean, is Josh Allen and Hailee Steinfeld not a thing?
Does anybody know?
No, Josh Allen's not winning right now. Like, he's acting like a spoiled fucking brat for the last season and a half.
I mean, it is what it is. It's another game.
And to be fair, Hailee
Travis
Steinfeld
is more likable
here.
Nothing. For sure. So I think they found Travis very likable with the podcast situation. So he got really popular on the reels, the TikToks, and the podcast, and I think that he got deemed likable.
She put me on the map right there in the video.
Yeah,
and he had a dating show too a couple of years back. So
and in Kansas City, he's out there. That's what I mean. Like, he didn't just get known because of Taylor Swift. Like, this kid was already one of the top personalities of the sports entertainment world, known as the NFL.
Travis is a beautiful white man. Taylor's a okay-looking white girl. They need to have a baby.
It's not even. She's pretty.
They need to have a baby.
Yeah, exactly. She's not like some sort of bombshell. Like, she's pretty. Yeah, absolutely likable. She's like she's the girl next door. Different story. Steinfeld is a fucking knockout, but she doesn't have the clout of what Taylor has. Like, Taylor has all this just a freaking. She has a resume that just not too many other women have. She's like Michael fucking Jackson at this point. Let's just be honest.
She's the new Hawkeye. Okay.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's that bitch, bro.
She's that bitch.
I mean, Hailee Steinfeld is dope, man. Like,
she is dope.
But Taylor's following is like.
Oh yeah, bro. She's got the world.
Taylor represents way more money. Like I don't care if you got an A cup and you're kind of goofy looking in the face. Like, she comes with millions, almost $1 billion. Like, there's a totally different story there. You know,
I'm just fighting for Hailee because I got a crush on Hailee Steinfeld.
You got a crush on Hailee Steinfeld? How long has this existed?
I got a crush on a lot of people. Like, there's at the end of the day, there's success, and then there's you're cute.
My laminate list changes all the time. Like, as they get a little bit older and a new young one comes into play, my laminate list updates.
Hey, and to be fair, man, Josh Allen, like, awesome quarterback, hasn't really accomplished much in the league. Not yet. At least.
Bro, he's so much Brett Favre, man. I've been calling him Brett Favre forever, but he's really starting to play like him.
That's the best point ever, bro. He is the new age Brett Favre.
It is.
I mean,
he's my today's Brett Favre.
Wow you, and then he'll do some shit, and you'd be like, how could you do that? Like, with your talent, why would you do that?
He's reckless in his time with the ball. Like, that's how it boils down to.
He's gotten more reckless since Dable's been gone too.
Definitely.
It goes back to the whole, like, if you're winning and it's working and you have a couple of turnovers, it's okay. But when you're not winning and you got a lot of turnovers, and everybody's going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Exactly. That's facts.
So here, I wanted to play a couple of videos before Marcus starts his sports segment because it's just going to segue into his segment. The first one is just entertaining for me because, as we all know, if you haven't heard before, I can't stand Dillon Brooks. It's not that he's done anything personal to me.
Dillon the villain.
I just think Dillon Brooks is a piece of shit. So, I mean, if he wants to fight about it, hey, dog, I'm in Jersey. Come see me if you want.
I don't care. He's old.
But I just love this video right here. It just entertains me.
This is ridiculous.
It brings me joy.
He said, come see me if you want.
Excuse me. Excuse me twice.
Watch out, bro.
Play that one more time, baby. We need to see it again.
Yeah, that shit was stick, dude.
Excuse me. In your
Steph's
face.
reaction.
In your nuts.
Steph's reaction made it even better, too. Steph act like he didn't know, like, you can do that. Like, oh my God, wow. Like, come on, Steph.
My number one pick.
Literally been doing this 12 years, bro. You've been doing this for like 13 years. What are you doing,
Hey,
bro?
Dillon,
Steph,
pick your
Steph
fucking
is the
face
fucking
up.
man. Yeah, bro. Pick your face up.
Hey.
Yeah. Dillon Brooks is a scumbag.
Yeah. With all due respect to the Rockets, though, I think they're going to be better, though. I like Ime Udoka, personal
he's
shit
good.
aside.
He's good.
And I like Freddie VanVleet. Like, they're going to be better. I don't understand giving Dillon Brooks that kind of money, but, hey, listen.
I thought Dillon Brooks would be playing in China. I'm disappointed that
Hey,
he's not.
man.
But
Shout
hey,
out to him, man. I don't know how this man managed to swindle that bag, but, hey.
I know, for real. Now, this second
He's
video.
not gay enough. You gotta let me stop. Shout out to Dwight Howard. You the man, dog.
Wow,
Keep killing it
yeah.
out there in Taiwan.
They've been saying that about Dwight for years, bro. He just confirmed it. That's all he did was confirm
Hey,
it.
look,
They've been saying
I saw a
that.
video of Dwight grabbing people's balls.
Yeah,
All the time,
he just
dog.
do
He
that.
was a
All
fondler,
the
and they
time.
used to make jokes about it.
Yeah.
And,
Look,
He stuck his finger out old boy's ass, man. He tried
that's
to
right. He
fight him.
booty
What
holed
you
that
doing?
dude that time.
Yeah, like, what are you
Yes.
doing?
That's good shit.
Like what? Hey, where is that a basketball play at? Like that's not a play. Like what are you sticking your
Where
finger
they
in my
teach
butt
that
for?
at?
Man?
That's
Yeah,
wild.
like, where did he do that?
What's that?
so
Why
how
did
is
he
that
do
not
that?
considered sexual assault?
Right?
that
Okay,
is.
and
He
in
should have
in
been
the
suspended for
workplace,
that.
so you should be getting
Depends on who,
sued. for that.
depends on who you do it to.
He should have been suspended for that, like immediately. Throw him out the game, suspension. Like, come on, bro. What we doing?
First and foremost, let me make this clear. If all of us are on a basketball team, and
I don't think you need to.
I'm sitting on a bench. Now, you guys know that I have love for every one of you, okay? If I'm sitting on the bench and you reach in and you grab my balls,
No.
that ends with
bro.
an elbow to the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
we're
sure.
fighting right there. We're on the sideline fighting, tussling. Right
Now,
now.
what that
Yeah,
tells
it's-
me is this. Not only is Dwight gay, but the dude whose balls got grabbed is gay. Because you know what? You didn't fight for yourself. You didn't stand up for yourself. You let that shit happen. The dude who got this finger put in his butt, you like that shit, dude. You like it.
No. He jumped up. He was ready.
Oh, did
And I
he?
was thinking, that
Okay,
was like,
I take
that
that
was
back.
mean,
I take
I
That was
that
don't
an
feel
back.
like
opposing
that's
player. Like,
Okay,
he
I'll
did
take
that.
that
Old
back.
boy jumped up. And then Dwight pushed him down. It was like, Joe,
That's right. Like,
he
he got
gonna
all.
finger his
so-
butt,
so-
then push him. Like,
well,
yeah, he
because I
didn't
don't
give him
like
a
that
chance to
shit.
fight.
So Dwight's a
Yeah, he
rapist?
didn't give him a chance.
Shut your mouth.
That's about as close to it as it gets.
Oh,
Like, shit,
hell.
man.
If you stick your finger in my butt, if
Hey,
you grab my balls, I mean,
Uh,
if you do anything that's remotely gay to me, it
Well,
ends
it's a
with
wrap.
an elbow to the face. Now, I'm not saying that, no, I'm just saying I'm not gay. Don't do that
No.
shit to me unless you want me to fuck you up. Now, if I'm
Listen,
gay,
I
by
know
all
myself
means.
well enough.
well,
I know myself well enough that if you give me a wedgie, I'm going to swing on you.
Exactly.
If you got your
Yeah.
finger in my
facts. Yeah,
butt, you're getting pummeled.
facts.
Sean said, "I'll
Exactly.
swing on
No,
you if you
man.
give me a wedgie." That's good stuff.
I
Hey,
don't like
Dwight-
that. There's something about it, bro. It's like,
Dwight been doing such shit for
Older.
like 20 years now. Though.
Seriously?
That's what
Dude,
I'm saying.
this is
All
the
he did was
first I'm
confirm it.
hearing. This is the first I'm hearing about this.
But I'm saying, like,
Bro,
look at his
like,
history. And they've been saying this
It's
for
like, this
years
is new
about
to
this.
me.
Yo,
dude.
that.
So I'm like,
I didn't know this either. You're not the only one. I'm just now hearing about this.
Let me preface this. Allegedly, Dwight was known for going to that swingers club down on Wall Street here in Orlando the entire time he was here. Like he's
We got
talking about this shit
swingers
all the
club down
time.
Wall Street?
Bang,
Back
I'll
there
say
in the
this,
corner, there's
though.
like 3 of them now. They're like S&M clubs. And swingers
But a lot of
clubs.
these
Yeah,
swingers clubs
yeah.
don't, they don't,
I ain't been
they
to
don't
Orlando
always,
in a minute. Y'all wild.
Yeah, they don't always promote homo stuff in these swears clubs now.
No,
It's not. No, and look, listen, dude. Let's not be to quote the great man himself, George Carlin. Let's not be so suburban about it. Like in a club, I mean, like, look, what you are into is what you are into. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's wild.
It's
like I
Vegas.
could watch
It stays in
anybody
Vegas.
fucking. If I'm in the mood to watch fucking, it's gonna be what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just particularly like vagina. So when you go into those type of clubs in there and you see wild shit going on, you're gonna see wild shit going on. It's not necessarily straight, gay, in between, or both. It's, you know what I mean, free. That's the beauty of it. It's free. I like that shit. I might not be into watching dudes fuck, but I'm definitely into the fact that there's like a platform to be able to feel free enough to do that in public.
I'm happy that they can.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're not running
Precisely
into their
what I'm saying.
houses, and they're not yanking them out of their houses and putting a black bag over their face and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
you're what you want. You know?
I'm
Yeah.
not, I'm not partying
You can
with y'all,
be you.
like,
Be
that way,
you.
but let people
Thank
be
you. Now-
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, Dwight, that is just a fucking pointing. Now,
You know, he's killing
this
in
next
China.
video-
Though. You know, he's playing great ball.
oh yeah, man, he's Godzilla in China. He's Godzilla over there.
Got everything he wants.
He's fucking Godzilla over there.
This next video is going to lead right into Marcus's segment. I don't know if he wants to start off with that first or what have you.
Nah, yeah.
But
yeah, we will.
This is not the fight in particular, but this is Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Now, watch closely
the Wilder
and
fight?
look
Okay.
at Tyson's gloves.
Bad.
And look, I want you to watch, you know, I've been talking about this fight forever. There are a ton of excuses made, but just watch his gloves. There's
Are we
nothing
about to watch the
normal.
limp wrists? Are we about to watch these limp wrists? Is that what we're about to watch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's like, don't grab my glove.
Yeah, he was literally keeping his glove away from the ref, if you noticed that in the
Yeah,
beginning.
you saw that? He kind of like pulled away. He's like, stop touching my glove, bro.
On three
It's
certain
Rogan.
occasions.
It's Rogan that pisses me off about this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Rogan totally backed him up, dude. That was wild. Look at that shit, bro.
And granted, for a boxer like Tyson Fury, like, you don't really need to, I don't know if it was cheating or whatever you want to call it, like, you don't really need to do that. We all know Deontay Wilder can't box.
It's script
So Tyson
stuff,
Fury
dude.
had the
It's not
advantage the whole time.
I was liking Deontay going into that first one.
Yeah, I did too.
Facts.
But then I found out Deontay Wilder likes to worship demons.
Oh,
That's what
No way, really?
Yeah.
So, since you bring it up, that's what I was getting at when I said the first comment there, and I'll go into it now. This shit is scripted.
See it?
You guys have to understand it is scripted. It's no different than the WW fucking E.
Well, and I don't doubt that either, but at the same time, if it's scripted, why is he wearing fucking gloves?
You see that glove? Look at it. Look at it. The way
Wow.
So
it's
that you
back.
don't
those gloves,
actually
bro.
hurt the motherfucker when you catch him. That's why, bro. Like if you caught a motherfucker with the real hit, like look how big Tyson Fury is.
He's a big boy, but I don't know. There's got to be a less obvious way to throw. You know, I don't know, man.
No, it's not like there's lead weights in there and he's cheating. It's not that. That's not what it is. It's to soften the blow.
I don't know, man, because he knocked Deontay out. There's something. All right, you
Did
can
he?
stop there. You can stop right there, baby. Yeah, he knocks Deontay out in this one. He knocks Deontay out.
Oh.
Now, there's a
But did
before
he?
they fight. True. Before they fight, they were, you know how they have the one dude and the both fighters are sitting across from one another and they're talking shit. And Deontay says something to the fact, we've seen you before, we've faced you before, and blah, blah, blah. And Tyson responds with, oh, well, if you're the demon that I think you are, well, knowing that I have the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on my side, I can't lose. He said, I'm going to knock you out. He said, I'm going to knock you out and the demon inside you out. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
They're putting it in our face.
Well, yeah, they're putting it.
That's wild.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Now, not to
That's a wild statement.
To go into what Marcus is going to bring up, Tyson Fury recently fought Francis Ngannou.
I'm glad you can say it.
My initial thought was that Tyson Fury was going to walk all over this dude because I've seen.
I remember you said that.
I've seen Ngannou in MMA, even though he has rocks bricks for hands and can put you to sleep.
Oh.
He has a problem with his gas tank. Now, even though he went 5 rounds with, he went 5 rounds with the little French fella, Cyril Gane. Yeah. You know, but I didn't think, you know, with Tyson being bigger, with Tyson's boxing still being what it was, I didn't think Ngannou had a shot. With that being said, Ngannou whooped his ass.
Fucking A. He took it to him, dog.
Oh, he catches him off guard! Francis Ngannou has just scored a knockdown!
Ngannou whooped his ass.
Well,
put him down,
I wouldn't say he whooped his ass because he would have knocked him out. But yes, he won.
Put him down and outboxed him, which is something I did not expect.
Yeah.
And to lose. This is why boxing...
You know,
go ahead, brother.
Sam, you know boxing's political, bro. Like, they can't have the heavyweight champion lose to a damn MMA fighter. Like, they can't have that. That's a bad look, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to have Tyson Fury lose a fucking exhibition to a mixed martial artist, you know?
Yeah.
We've talked about it before, and we'll talk about it again with the ref thing, but I mean, yeah, it seems like I don't know, man, it's hard to find any platforms that are truly honest and not corrupted anymore and not politicized in some way. Like, it's rough. You think you're watching an honest competition of skill, and at the end of the day, there's so many politics involved, and it's like the government.
It's not
it's
politics.
Like, I just want y'all to run the country. They're like, no, bro, we got to make money.
I completely agree with your statement, Sean. What you're saying is absolutely true, but I got to put this onto it. It's not really politics, though. It has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with fucking money.
In the natural
and
sense
people,
of the word, but...
no, listen. People, if they're not interested and engaged, look at this shit at the NFL with the whole fucking Kansas City thing. You know, without me talking about that part of it, if you look up the conspiracy theory that's rolling right now with the Kansas City Chiefs situation, the fucking 400% in jersey sale uptick. And they have videos up there where you can see, you know, these guys talking about it and shit. The reason that they script it out is to keep you engaged. If you actually watched a constructed, non-choreographed type of fucking thing, it's not really that fun. Like except for someone who's like really does it. Like when you're a football player or you're a wrestler or you're a speed skater, then you enjoy watching its grittiness and its realness. When you're just a fan, you want to see excitement. You want to see headline stuff.
So with the scripted thing, because I've been on that tip too, but then Tom Brady comes out, he's like, there's no way in hell that I would have agreed to lose to the New York Giants twice.
Do I think the NFL is scripted? You think I really would have played along with the script that had me losing to Peyton's little brother Eli twice in the Super Bowl?
No one said anything about that with being scripted.
Now, you know, what's his name? Larry Johnson, formerly of the Kansas City Chiefs, mentions the same thing about how all this is scripted, how he's airing out the NFL. And
it's not to say that all of it's scripted. It's that they have certain narratives that they have to drive home. So just like us, what we deal with in our regular society right now, like the stuff that we talk about in every other subject matter, it's the same sort of thing. Like there's certain narratives that they need to keep in play, or certain excitement points to put into play so that they get this money in. It's about money.
So
pretty much when you scratch your head, it's about money.
So we all did see the fight, right?
Yes.
So we all concur that Tyson and Ngannou won?
I feel like Ngannou definitely should have won that by a decision.
Francis.
You did. I got you, but I think Ngannou should have won it by decision. Yeah. I mean, he didn't knock him out, so there was no definitiveness to it, but you know, that's a judge's decision. But I wasn't sitting there with my thing ticking hits, but it just, to me, it felt like he beat Tyson.
Right on.
He knocked him down real good.
We all concurred. Now the ball's in your court, little bro. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I think Francis won the fight. I'm not shocked by the outcome, man.
No, agreed.
I figured that unless Francis is gonna knock him the hell out, like, he's gonna lose that fight, you know.
Exactly my point, Marcus.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like he should have knocked him out. If he would have knocked him out, then you can't say he lost, and that's the only way he was winning.
I totally agree.
But I'll say though, he fared a lot better than I thought he would though. So my respect is to him. Like he looked a lot better than I figured he would in that fight. But I'll move on to NFL trades. A few teams got better at the deadline.
Update me.
Some teams stood pat. Well, our Giants traded Leonard Williams, and I guess a lot of the guys felt like that might have been a sign of giving up. But I feel like it was one of those things. He wasn't going to be re-signed anyway. Get some value back, And
with Leonard Williams,
what it is.
Ever since we got him from the Jets, there's always this him and Darren Waller. I hate this kind of talk. The talk is the potential with a particular player. Okay, I don't give a fuck about the potential. I give a fuck about what they can do now. Okay, Leonard Williams was brought in place of JPP. Am I correct?
It's more like a replacement. Yeah.
Now with JPP, if you watch tape of JPP, you'll notice that JPP is in the backfield on almost every single fucking play.
That's true.
You let him go. You bring in Leonard Williams. You can't get that kind of pressure from them. We never got that kind of pressure from them. But the potential, they kept saying the potential of what he can do with Dexter Lawrence. No.
Yeah.
He hasn't been doing shit. So,
but I'll say though,
the player has to fit a system.
The numbers make it, like the numbers are skewed a certain way. Like he gets pressures. He makes it easier for the rest of the guys on the line. Like I think it's a good pickup for Seattle for what they do defensively. Like I think he'll fit in perfectly. Like his numbers are never gonna blow you away, And I think that's the problem with the contract and his draft positioning. Like you're supposed to come in and be like Warren Sapp or some shit. Like everybody's not gonna be doing that kind of thing.
No, man.
I think he's an effective player, though, But, hey, we got a second and a fifth for him, so, like, that's good value. And I don't think it's punting on the season, per se. Like, again, I didn't feel like he was going to be re-signed at the end of the year.
And the season's done. Something back. The Giant season's finished anyway.
I mean, it looks that way, but, hey,
you're not making a playoff
couple
run.
Wins.
No. Which is
only going to hurt your
disappointing.
draft position.
Yeah, which is why I was kind of pissed that Tyrod Taylor was winning games. Like, yo, dude, you're costing us a higher draft pick.
You can't
I saw that when you said that in the chat that day.
You can't tell these cats to go out there and lose, though. These dudes is not trying to do that.
Here's my
Tyrod ain't guaranteed no spot.
That's why Miami's getting punished right now.
It didn't look like they were trying to win. So, I mean, like, don't try to come in. Now, I will say this. Tyrod Taylor coming in showed you what Daniel should have been doing from the jump. Get rid of the fucking ball out. Get the ball out. Get rid of the fucking ball.
Yeah.
You don't need to stand back there and hang back there and try. No, get rid of the fucking ball. Why was he more effective in doing so? He actually got to use Darren Waller, which you weren't able to do when Daniel was back there because you were having Darren block.
And you also, bro, you got to get the level of competition too, though.
It's called quarterback vision. Daniel Jones
is
slow.
Yeah, he definitely is, as opposed to Tyrod. But, like, the beginning of the season was the tough part of our schedule. And, we look like shit. We're about to be playing, like, Vegas and Washington again and the Rams. Like, we're playing teams that we could probably win or, like, at least compete
with.
You
should win,
Yeah, we should. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think a playoff run is in the future, but at the same time, it's like 2-6, we're mathematically not out of it. I mean, obviously our eyeballs are telling us we are. But hey, man, you win 2-3 in a row. You get into that Dallas game.
Well, momentum.
Like we're only momentum. We're only 2 games out of a wild card. Like it's you still got guys on that team that like want to compete. You know what I mean? Now, had they traded Saquon Barkley, then I feel like that's a sign that like, we're just tearing this shit down.
That one,
and with the Daniel Jones thing, it's a 4-year deal, but it's really a 2-year deal. Like next year is like we can get out of it after that.
He's only guaranteed the 2 years. Well, the money for the 2 years.
Yeah, like the 80 is really just the 2 years. So we'll see what happens with that, you know.
Any other important moves in the NFL?
The fucking 49ers, bro.
Oh my
Traded
God,
for
bro.
Chase Young, like.
Who did they trade for? Like we should have went and got them. I was so mad at us for not picking him up.
Yeah.
And he only went for a third.
That's insane.
A third round pick, bro.
Yeah.
Like
a third. That's insane, bro. And I know he's got the injury history, but come on.
He's probably a top 5 pass rusher in the league. Easy.
And he's healthy. This year. He's playing good. You put him back in San Fran with his college teammate and Bosa. Like, I don't know, man.
And on a team that's going to probably go for the Super Bowl. At least go to the NFC Championship, if not the Super Bowl too.
San Francisco probably would have been in the Super Bowl had they not lost Brock Purdy the way they did last year.
Man.
They had a better shot. I still feel like Philly would have won, though. I hate when people say that, like, oh, Brock get hurt. Like, I get it, but Philly was nice, though. Philly, they beat on them. It wasn't just the quarterback. I mean, I know he got hurt, like, really early in that game, so we don't really know what
Philly
was
plays that
happen.
consistent fundamental football, but 49ers, I mean, like, Shanahan, and this is why I'm glad McDaniels, because I'm a Dolphins fan, came from him, because he has a similar style. The way they play this West Coast ball, it's like, I don't know, like Philly plays like the equivalent to what used to be that sort of like run, play safe, etc. Like grind it right down your fucking throat ball, just enough to win. As for San Francisco, unless you shut them down, they're going to blow you the fuck up. Like you're not going to beat the D for more than 16, 21 points at best by the best offenses out there. So you better put up, you better stop them. But San Francisco it just got a prettiness to them, you know. Not
to derail wherever you're going with the sports segment here, but I want to ask you guys, who do you think is a better tight end, Travis Kelce or our boy in San Francisco?
As a complete
Kelsey's
tight end, I would say
I thought
Kittle.
You were going to compare him to Gronk, but
no.
I guess like an overall, like what a tight end, quote unquote, is supposed to do with blocking and everything, I would say Kittle because he does all that. But as far as just like a greater impact, obviously it's Travis Kelce.
Oh, of course.
Because they don't throw the ball to George Kittle. I don't understand that.
That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, Travis Kelce and Kittle are like right there together when it comes to playing traditional tight end roles. When it comes to the passing routes, Kelce is way better than Kittle's. But it's just to do with the offensive routes he's running and stuff.
Kittle doesn't get the ball simply because you have Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel on the outside. They keep him in the block. You know, he's more of a utility player, but when you do throw him the ball, you see
he gets busy.
He gets real busy.
But bro, I would argue that Kittle's better than Deebo and Ayuk.
He's good on his way.
He's the best player. I would think he's the best player on the team. In my opinion, next to Christian McCaffrey. Next to Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, McCaffrey and
but
like
that's
Nick
just it.
Bosa, like
but
those
Brock doesn't
guys.
like to. Brock doesn't like to throw down the center though. That's the thing. He doesn't like to throw that shit in the middle.
I don't know. Go ahead, brother.
Doesn't seem like it.
I just wanted you guys.
It's probably style.
Yeah. It really depends on like what you're trying to do, but I mean they're relatively. I think they're the two best tight ends in the league.
Absolutely, hands down.
I was about to say definitely. Well, I mean, Mark Andrews is probably in his twilight now.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews and Travis Kelce to me are the two best still active in the league, but Kittles will probably take Andrews' place. You know, after especially now with Kirk going down, it's probably the Minnesota's going to break up now.
Yeah.
Minnesota's going to turn into a new team.
That's true.
Jefferson and Kirk Cousins are out, and Mark Andrews is probably 2 seasons from retirement.
That's a great segue too, because with Kirk, was it tore his Achilles last Sunday?
Yeah,
they traded for Josh Dobbs.
Yeah,
really?
They'll have. I guess they'll have some kind of. I mean, he's not gonna start right away. I think Jaron Hall, the rookie, is probably gonna start because he knows the system.
He's already in the system.
But,
Dobbs.
Yeah, to get Dobbs in there, like from Arizona.
So what? Kyler Murray back?
I think he's available to play week 10.
And then,
but I know like Clayton Tune, the rookie's gonna step in for now. I mean, Arizona's pretty much saying that they're done. Like they're not really competing. You know, they play tough. And I think that Dobbs is gonna. I mean, he's obviously not as good as Kirk Cousins, but
he's good on
I
a
think
seat.
He'll give
He's
them
good
something.
on a seat.
Yeah.
If you put him in, if you put
he's
him around
definitely
the right people, he'll probably excel in pretty good in some systems. Like Minnesota may be the one, and it may not be, but he's definitely a good quarterback.
And Minnesota's been on a little run, man. 500 after starting the season so bad, like. And this is without Justin Jefferson. That kid Addison is like. I like Addison.
It's only gonna listen. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, Marcus. But the thing is within like 2-ish weeks, they're gonna know who the other teams are gonna know how to beat these guys. So what you're seeing right now is just the teams that didn't know what to get. Jefferson and Kirk Cousins down Minnesota. You might as well fucking call that season over.
Yes, but Jefferson should be back though, right? He should be back in a few weeks, but they ain't got no quarterback now, so. That kind of, that kind of puts them in a bad spot. And Detroit doesn't look like they're slowing down at any point.
Detroit owns that division right now.
And to wrap it up, what else do you have?
I was just gonna say too, the NFC is like, there's no like, the top. It's really top heavy. It's like San Fran, Dallas, Philly, but the rest of the teams like wild cards, bro. There might be a losing record or two. It's a wild card this year, like.
Well, hopefully it's not us right now, so that we can get a high draft pick. Again, I'm a Giants fan, but we have a lot of things we need to fix. To conclude
it's
your
called
segment,
chess, not checkers, my friend.
No, we need to fix our strength and conditioning because every year our guys are hurt. Every fucking year.
And there's a reason. It's got to be something to it. Not to piggyback what you were saying, Marcus, because we had a personal discussion. Evan Neal. A couple of weeks ago, he was pissed off about the fans booing, blah, blah, blah.
They told him to boo him more.
Yeah. And he was calling people, people burger flippers and hot dogs.
Yeah.
Now, I want to piggyback what you said because I agree with what you said. Number one, if Coach Dable is not calling the plays, he needs to be calling the plays. Second, Evan Neal cannot block from the outside.
No.
He should switch, as you said, to guard. As a guard, with as big and as athletic and as fast as he is, you can pull him and have him mow the field for Saquon Barkley. So Evan Neal, Coach Dable, I know you guys are the professionals. Take my word, switch big boy to guard, do something about the outside. I don't know what you
take him off the edge.
Switch big boy.
I'd put him at the left guard next to Andrew Thomas when Andrew's healthy.
Yes.
Because Andrew's phenomenal. And I think he needs that. He needs, like, Justin Pugh's has been a good addition too.
Oh, good.
To have some kind of insurance on the inside. But you're right. We definitely need to replace the right tackle.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to give up on him as a player. But
no. But if you put him at guard.
He's not. Yeah. His feet aren't quick enough to cover the edge, bro.
No.
The way that he's looked against elite pass rushers, there's elite pass rushers all over this fucking in our division, bro. Not just the elite in our fucking division. Michael Parsons, Lawrence, Hassan Reddick. I mean Chase Young, and that's another thing too. Sweat, the other pass rusher from Washington, they traded him too. So and I think they only got like a second or third. They literally got no value back. These like super players. Like I don't know what Washington's doing. I guess they're throwing in the towel. Ron Rivera's probably on his way out.
Oh wow!
I don't care.
So what you're saying is
they're
that
not a real franchise.
The NFC East and the
Washington's
AFC
not a real
East
franchise
are the two strongest divisions. That's what I'm hearing you say.
Oh wow! Well, hey, that's it.
I'm sorry. One thing before we finish the segment, I do want to shout out the Texas Rangers. They just won their first World Series.
Oh, okay.
So congrats to them. That's fucking awesome. I watched a few of those games.
They're very, 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 very first.
Yeah, and those boys went legit. And there was a couple of old Yankees on there that, like Nathan Eovaldi couldn't pitch in New York, forgot how to pitch. Goes to Texas, fucking ace, lighting them up. Like, awesome. I'm so happy for them. They got a nice young team. They did this without a lot of their guys, like the big name guys that got hurt. So that's cool, man. And the manager Bochy, 4th World Series, won like 3 with the Giants, San Francisco Giants back in the day. So, yeah, I just want to give them a shout. I know nobody in the world talks about baseball like that. So, I just want to give Texas a shout.
Yeah, the only reason
for
is,
them. Happy for them.
Why you gotta say it like that,
involved.
Marcus?
I'm sorry. Nah,
if the Yankees aren't involved, baseball is just straight up boring.
Hey, I'm right there with you, bro. The Yankees are. I don't care. You know what I mean? I
love you guys.
I like this Rangers team.
Congratulations to Texas, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Hey, you know what? They beat the Astros on their way to it, so I'm
happy about that too.
For them.
Those cheaters.
Yes, because fuck the Astros.
Yeah.
And everything about them. So I'm glad that they took it to them on their way. So good for them. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for sports. Now, moving on. This next segment, we're gonna cover or talk about several episodes of Twisted Metal, and the first episode, what's the title?
Fall of the House.
The Fall of the House.
Fall of the House of Usher.
Which again, I stress this to you guys. I don't understand why his house is falling down. I understand he hasn't put out a lot of music lately. Yo, he discovered Bieber, and I feel like that alone, he should have plenty of bread, and his house should be good.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. It has nothing to do with
Hey, this
fucking
man about to
Usher.
do the
Oh my
Super Bowl
God.
show.
It's
He's about to do the Super Bowl. Like,
It's happening. It has happened, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
You gotta
Hey, about to do the
reinvest
Super
the
Bowl.
money.
Yeah, that's it.
So we'll talk about
I love you guys.
I saw Fall of House a Hammer. It was terrible.
We'll talk about the Fall of the House of Usher first, not the singer.
Are we allowed to put Sean on mute so we can say spoilers? Because this is just really making me sad that we can't talk about it.
Man, Sean knew what time it was, okay? Sean,
He knew what the fuck time it was.
We're only going to talk about one episode because we love Sean, and we're going to wait for the next episode to discuss the rest.
And build it out.
And we're not just going to get on Sean, because we're only going to discuss this first 7 episodes of Twisted Metal.
No, that's all me.
Yeah, why are we discussing all the Twisted Metal, gentlemen?
Because I'm Marcus. All right. So,
wow,
Rick,
deflection.
thank you for watching both shows in their entirety. I thank you. So
that's good shit.
The House of Usher.
Hey man, I could sleep through these shows too, Rick. Sorry.
I rewatched them, motherfucker. Watch your mouth. I'll come and get you. Some of us go to work for 50 hours a week.
Who thought Luke Skywalker would be?
Listen, bro. This is the first thing that I want to say about it. Oh my God, my goddamn checklist. Since you said it, I am taking charge on this. His goddamn voice is hilarious in this show.
Yeah, it is.
But he played the Joker. He voiced over the Joker.
Joker.
In the anime, so he's able to do that with his voice. His voice cracked me up. His voice cracked me up,
bro.
Yeah,
bro. You guys have all. I was just gonna say, you guys have all seen Breaking Bad, right?
No, I haven't. Sorry, but I'm going to.
Okay, well, what I was gonna say. Okay, well. What about Saul? Have you seen the Saul?
No, not.
Okay. Well, the guy that kind of plays the right-hand man, ex-cop kind of investigator, that's who he really reminds me of in this series.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Luke is like Sean. You'll see that. I don't want to keep saying Luke Skywalker, but
he's
Mark Hamill. Just say Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill.
There we go. Mark Hamill.
He is the lawyer for the main for the family that the show is talking about. Like again, I'll preface this with this. It's a very loose comparison to the oxycodone opioid epidemic. The family that is now like under super scrutiny for bringing that into the mainstream and why they did and how they did and all of that might be like allegedly close to this. All right, that's it's sort of like that in the role of it, like. He's like their lawyer.
He's straight gangster.
He's straight gangster. He's the guy who does dirty work, you know?
Hamill's hella good anyway. I've liked him for a long time.
He is no Luke Skywalker in this show.
No.
He's a savage.
He's not been Luke Skywalker in a long time. As a matter of fact, he goes back and he shits on the new ones. It's fantastic.
Yes, he does.
He wants nothing to do. He wants nothing to do with Disney Star Wars. He doesn't get it. He thinks it's stupid.
I don't want to be on your poster. You don't want me on the poster? I don't want to be on your poster.
So yeah,
I mean, he just did. He just did those episodes, though. He just did what? 6'8" or whatever it is.
Now,
Fucking 79.
Yeah, go back and watch what he says about it. He's not happy about it. Like, he'll go back and play the character because nobody else can. But
in this
he's
first
a savage
episode,
on this though.
you see, what's the actress? She was the wife of the president in Independence Day. She's his sister.
Wife of. Oh, the old lady. Okay, so Madeline. You're talking about Madeline. Yeah, Madeline is truly the instigator in all of it. Like, he's kind of a pussy, if I'm keeping it real. Like, they're twins, right? So she's kind of the dominant one, and it's a real Hillary Bill thing. Yeah, like I said, there's so many political implications in this show. It's really like that. Like, he kind of gets put as the head of the family, but really, she's the one that pulls the strings and makes decisions and kind of tells him, like, this is what you need to fucking do, type of thing. So, and yeah, they're brother and sister, but yeah, I can't think of her fucking name. But there's a lot of hidden gem actors and actresses in this show.
Oh, dude.
And she is one of them.
This entire cast is an all-star cast.
Oh, it's all day long, bro.
But he uses this all day long. He uses the same cast in like all of his shows.
Yeah, Midnight Mass.
For the most
those
part.
are some of the best. Those are some of the best like random shows though too, where you see just an actor pulled from A and then an actor pulled from B, and they're not like the main like top 10 actors, but you know they're good, they're fucking solid, and then they just get a stellar fucking performance out of them. That's always amazing.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Hell yeah.
And you know, I don't want to go too deep. What's Madeline's brother's name again?
Roderick.
Roderick. There we go. Roderick.
Roddy.
He's a phenomenal actor.
Roddy. He really is.
Yeah,
he's
been around. He's been around for a good minute too.
Oh yes, he has.
I like him with the mustache and the shit. It's pretty dope. I like the younger versions of them. Yo, listen, and I'll say this in front of my wife too, because she's sitting right here, and I love her so much. But the younger version of Madeline is pretty fucking hot. I don't know who that actress is, and I ain't never seen her around. Right? Exactly.
Love her.
That's the same shit I said. I was like, yo, who's this hot blonde? I ain't never seen this bitch before. Who's it?
She's on
but I'm married to a hot
Reacher
blonde,
show.
So
yeah.
I'm biased about hot blondes.
She's on Reacher. And she was on the Scream
that's what
TV
it was.
show.
Yeah. The Scream TV show.
Yeah.
See, I didn't really watch that too much. But like I kind of like was intrigued by the way that she kind of draws you into the story. Like you can like the older version of her, because this is not a spoiler. The older version of her doesn't. Yes, she represents the gnarly chick. She represents her, but you don't really see her get gnarly. The one you get see gnarly is when it's doing the flashbacks and showing her when she's young. She's the one that, like, bro.
What she had that basically just shows she had to set herself up to be where she was at. So she didn't have to be. She gets to call the shots.
Definitely one of the undertones of the show too.
But she had to be straight gangster when she was young.
I agree with Rick. She's definitely like the dominant one. Of the twins, she's definitely the dominant one for sure.
Like it tries to center the story around him, because he's like the one sort of like, we're watching a narration of him talking to dude the whole time. Him with the fucking,
and that brother's a phenomenal actor too.
Love that guy.
Dude,
yes, love that guy.
Amazing.
What's his name? His name is
in the show?
On the show, but I forget his name in real life. But Dupin on the show.
Actor, I don't even know his actor. I don't know his name.
I'm on IMDb. Who are you talking about?
The black investigator guy, the state's attorney. He's a state's attorney later. He's an investigator when they're younger.
He's the one you see Roderick.
He was just like basically the whole story is Roderick kind of like narrating what happened all through these years to him, because he's like having a confession moment. Like all these years he's been, like they were boys for a minute. And then I don't want to give too much away, so that's why I'm trying to say it this way. So they were boys for a minute, and it comes to a point where basically he's got to investigate Roderick and the whole family, et cetera, like that kind of thing. And the whole show is premised around him saying, all right, here's the deal. You got me. I'm going to tell you how all my kids died. And all this is in the first episode, so I don't care if it's a spoiler. So it goes like this. He's like, basically, all right, look, I know you think you know how all my kids died. I'm going to tell you how and why they really died and why it's my fault I'm the killer. And it goes through the whole premise of how pretty much each episode is just the story of how each kid died at the end of the day. So that's, you know what I mean? And then the conclusion of it, like, you know what I mean? It's a pilot of how each kid did. Yeah.
And the creepy element is phenomenal while he's telling the story.
So, oh my God, dude. Like, let me be the first one. And since I've been through it and you've been all the way through it too, Al, you've been all the way through it, Marcus?
Marcus has too. Marcus has too.
Yeah.
You've seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
So like my whole thing to it is like it gets a little bit different in the last 2 episodes. Let's not lie. So like when you're going through the assumptive process, as I like to call it, when you're like, okay, so like I'm okay. I was the guy at the movie theater. Sean might have been there. I can't quite remember. I am the guy at the movie theater during Sixth Sense. We got about 20 minutes in, and I said, he's fucking dead. And it pissed off everybody around us at the end of the movie because they were like, oh, okay. So like when I was watching this, I was really trying to like, in the beginning, in the first episode shit, right? I was really trying to figure out who I thought was truly the snitch, who was the, like, you know what I mean? Like all those different kind of elements that really don't matter when it gets down later. Like,
you know what?
It really baits you in on shit that don't matter later.
In that aspect,
that's true.
I knew from the moment he mentioned that he had a snitch.
Granddaughter. That's who I went after.
I don't want to, but I knew exactly where he was going when he mentioned. I knew exactly what that was when he mentioned. I don't want to ruin it for Sean because and it worked.
But it worked though. His plan worked.
Yeah, I'm about to.
You knew the diversion tactic thing of it. The diversion tactic thing of it. Is that what you're getting at? Al, without giving anything away? No. I knew that was the whole premise of that was exactly what it did. You know what I mean? Like,
red herring.
So in the first episode, I don't think.
No, the first episode is the kids. Perry. Was it Perezio? I don't know what is
no, Perry.
Perry. Perry. Yeah, they would call him Perry. Prospero.
That's the name of the club, but his name is Perry. The name of
the Perry was his nickname, but his name was Prospero.
Nickname for Prospero. Yeah.
Okay.
He had like a little pop-up club or whatever that they spray painted Prospero on the outside.
This might ruin it for you, Sean, but yes.
Isn't that first episode about him? Yeah, this is, right?
I was just noticing that. That's how it goes first. That's when it goes in first. I was just noticing that. So that comes up. I didn't read anything about it.
Also, it's only 8 episodes, and the first episode is 37 minutes, and the other ones are about an hour long. You can literally binge watch this like in the amount of time between when you like take a shit and go to sleep, Sean. It's literally that easy.
Yeah, I think I watched it the first weekend when it came out. I think I finished it like Saturday.
I've seen it up there for a while, but like I said, I didn't have Netflix because I wouldn't fuck with him. It was a principal thing.
I put it on at 3:30 a.m. I put it on at 3:30 a.m. this morning, and I was done at 2.
So yes, Prospero doesn't happen in the first episode.
Oh, okay. The first
episode is the pilot. The second episode is Prospero's story.
So the first episode ends with, you know how he's at the church at that funeral, and he's coming out of the church and he passes out.
I'm going to watch this as soon as we get done, by the way. As long as I don't get spoiled, I'll go watch this as soon as we're done.
There's nothing... Honestly, let's just face it. There is a level of whodunit to it that you are trying to figure out, but let's just be honest. With you two that have watched it, it really doesn't matter. That's not the driver of the show. The driver of the show is all the different elements. And I kind of said this I probably said it. I think I said it.
I hate spoilers regardless.
But I like the aspect of is, listen, we literally have just had 2 Halloween specials. One where we kind of highlighted slashers and one where we highlighted horror, right?
Uh-huh.
And what was like the common denominator? The common denominator to that, just really quick, is this show incorporates all the different types of horror.
Yes, absolutely.
That's true. That is very true.
There is a psychological element, a spiritual element, a slasher element, a whodunit murder mystery element, the gore element, and of course the comedy.
I've never understood why movies want to follow a single one, and they typically do. If it's a jump scare movie, it'll be jump scares all the way through.
It has jump scares in it. It literally does it all.
I'm just saying, I don't understand why more movies don't compose something like that where it mixes that. You get a better product, but so many want to stick to their formula. It's like, we only have scares. We only have jumps.
In this first episode,
bands, they do this all the time.
In this first episode, the mother is the one that dies. When they bury her, the way they bury her.
Yes, man.
Then the storm happens.
Yes, man.
And she's like, and you see it in her face. Like, I automatically, I'm like, oh shit. You see it in her face, bro. And then they turn out to the grave, and then boom, the mother. When the mother came out of nowhere and snatched homeboy by the neck, dude. If it wasn't for the twin sister,
she might have choked him out.
Yeah, she might have choked his ass out.
It's so awesome that you bring up this point. Because Dice looked at me right here. Listen, when they buried her, that scene that you're probably talking about, where you said that you can see her face. When they go to bury her, Dice looks over at me and she goes, "Yo, she's acting pretty bad. Like, I think I see her breathing." And I'm like, maybe they're burying her alive, babe. And they literally buried her, like, not alive necessarily, but she came back out of the grave. So I was like, and hey, listen, real quick. Did you guys recognize the actress that played the mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that show, The Bridge.
Jerry from Sons of Anarchy, the one that the Irish guy was banging, that was a cop. She was a cop that he was banging in there, named Jerry. I was like, "Hey, it's Jerry," and she's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Oh, I see it, Sons of Anarchy." But yeah, great show, man. Great show.
Dude, just looking at IMDb, there's a bunch of people in there. Katie Siegel from Married with Children, Mark Hamill. Like, there's a bunch of people in there. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna enjoy it.
Oh,
Not
girl
to wrap
was
it.
in which one? She was in Hill House too.
Yeah.
Though. The mom. Yeah. Yeah, she was in it. Yeah, most of them. Most of the cast.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And of course, the main witch chick. That's the chick from Son-in-Law.
Yes.
And she's in a lot of other shows too. But she was from Son-in-Law. She was back up. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her to this day.
The Watchmen. Yeah, she's beautiful. That's a beautiful woman right there.
Oh, the Watchmen. That is right.
Yeah, Watchmen. Yep. She was in Watchmen.
Oh yeah.
Now to wrap things up, this. I know we said we were only going to discuss the first episode, so we'll leave it at that. We did not get to discuss Twisted Metal, so next episode we'll wrap that up along with this. But for the House of the Fall of Usher, in the third episode, Sean, I want you to look out for this lemon monologue that Roger.
Oh, that's the one I quoted y'all today.
Okay, that lemon monologue is basically going to break down how shit is done in the world today.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll get to the third episode tonight. I'm gonna watch that shit as soon as we get done. So.
Straight up Ben Affleck's monologue in Boiler Room, bro. When he comes in there into the room and he's like, "See them fucking keys? You know what I drive the fuck home in?" Like, oh, it's that character, dude. Oh, he's that dude.
That women monologue is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, Ben Affleck a lot of shit, but he's been great.
Yeah, oh boy, man. Roderick did his thing.
Yeah,
bro.
he did, man. Yeah, he did.
He carried because he was this main the one essential thing every episode. He killed this shit.
Yes, he did. And
he's awesome.
And the guy who is playing Japan.
Yes,
both
yes,
of them.
yes,
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Both of them.
Love him.
But again, thanks again, folks. That's all the time we have. If you guys are looking to get some artwork done, please hit my nephew Nate up. Check him out. His info's in our bio. So by all means, check him out.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And we also have merch. This is my
shirt. Pick up the merch, baby. Pick up the merch.
Yeah, pick up that merch. Get that merch.
Yes,
get the merch, man. And if you like our intro, outro track, you should check it out. The producer of that track, his name is Nish. You can find his music on SoundCloud and YouTube. The name of the song is Trap Sex.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So signing off, Sean, Rick, Marcus, I'm Al. Peace.
Later.